What is up, Disney nerds? Today we are going to be drawing Dumbo. Now we're going to be drawing Dumbo flying in the air as if it was in Disney World. Dumbo is a fun character to draw and he's a bit challenging, so that's why I chose him in this session to draw. So let's begin. Now before you start, you're going to need a paper and a pencil, and maybe a sharpener and eraser just in case you make mistakes. And you can always pause the video if I'm going too fast, or if you need to sharpen or erase. And you can always fast forward if I'm going too slow. So, yeah. So to begin this, we're going to start with his ears, those big floppy ears. So his ears are going to be right in the center of the paper. So let's begin. Now you're going to want to start like as if you're doing a small tree trunk, just like how I did. And you want to draw very lightly and carefully. Now you're going to bring this tree trunk up. I'm saying it looks like a tree trunk because it looks like a tree trunk. And you kind of want to merge them together, but you don't want to fully merge them. You're going to kind of want to make this one kind of tilt out more. Kind of like tilt, like that, as so. And then this one, you're gonna bring and flop it around, like so, like just curve that around. Now you're gonna bring it down and around. So right now it kind of looks like a duck beak, but it will look better. Now let's darken this. Only this line that I'm darkening. Alright. So it doesn't matter if it's like a bit box shaped, because his ears are always flappy. It's just mine's kind of pointed. It doesn't matter how yours looks. It's every art piece looks good. Alright, so now let's kind of start forming the head. So you're gonna kind of tilt this down like a jaw, right there. And you're gonna bring this up, kind of like a cheek. Like so. And now you're gonna make his mouth. So you're gonna kind of make like a triangle right there. And now we're going to be making the mouth and the trunk. So you're going to make a V right above his mouth, kind of. And it's going to be like a check mark. So just make a check mark. And then a little dimple. And now this is where we're going to make the trunk. So you're going to want to make it to go below those lines, like so, like a line. And you're gonna make it go right above, just like that. Just like so. And now, we're going to make a little curve right here. A little C, if you will. Or is that backwards C? Yeah, backwards C. And you're gonna curve that right around. Just like so. So kind of like, make it like a ball, but with a little, an unfinished ball. And so we're going to make a feather. Like so. Now darken that feather in. Boom. And remember what I said. If there's any like those crumbs, do not use your hand. Just blow. Okay. And you're gonna do that. Just like how I did, that's what you're going to be doing for the trunk. Now you're gonna be wanting to make that little cheek right here. And you wanna go up. And bring that around, just like so. Now it kind of looks a bit off, but it won't in a second, because we're going to be making his eyes. So boom, there's one eye, and we'll be making the second eye last. So make this eye right here, and boom. Boom, that's an eye. And maybe if you want to fill that in ever so slightly, like so. Now we are going to be going up. And around. And right here, we are going to make a kind of like a half C, and then you're going to be going down, and then up, and then another C, and then just a line. Boom. Alright, let's continue with maybe making his second eye. Well, wait, let's continue with the head. So then you're just going to make a little C right there. And now his head is a bit finished. It kind of looks a bit off, but it will look good at the end. So then you want to go a little C right here. And you're going to make the second eye. It's a perfect circle. And now you're going to be going the same direction with the eyes and a smaller circle inside that small circle. And remember, shade in just ever so slightly. And then we're going to be making his eyebrows. Now, he doesn't really have eyebrows, but he has creases. So we're going to be making a crease here, a smaller crease, and then a smaller crease. Same for the other sides. Crease, small crease, and then a smaller crease. Alright, now we are going to be doing the other ear. So you're going to want to go up here. And curve that right down there. Boom. Now right now it kind of looks a bit unequal, but it will look good. So now we're going to be adding Timothy Q Mouse right on top of that hat. So Timothy Q Mouse, we're just going to be adding a little box right there. Small little box. And then kind of a circle. Just draw a circle under that. And then a small circle for his nose. And now we're going to be drawing an ear. So a circle right next to his head. And then you're going to be wanting to draw a box right below his body. And then you're going to want to draw 2 ovals for his hands. And now maybe fill in those arms. And boom, you got Timothy Q Mouse on top of his hat. Oh, and then let's not forget, let's add his feather. Just add a line. And then boom. And now let's add the top of Dumbo's hat right here. We're going to kind of want to curve it as if you're drawing a hill. And then go back down, film it right there, and then boom. And now we are going to be doing his neck. Well, his neck is pretty simple, like his neck accessory. So you're going to be wanting to go just like a few waves, just like 2 bumps, kind of like a tongue. And then you're going to want to do a line and a line and fill that line in. And now you're going to want to do this again, but before we do that, we're going to fill in Dumbo's head right there. Just like that. That's kind of like his neck. And now we're going to be drawing a wavy line. But also we want to go smaller and smaller, because that's illusion. It goes around his neck. Alright. And now around, up, around, up, and down. And now again, up, down, and now smaller lines. the farther you go away, the smaller it's going to be. Alright, and now fill that in. Alright, so now you have some of it complete. We're going to be doing shading next. Well, after we finish the body, of course. So, maybe a small line right there. And now you're going to be doing his whole body. So just a circle, well not a circle, but like just a curved line. And then a small little line right there. So it kind of looks like a body, but curved. Like, a little stick figure with two tiny legs, curved. And now his tail, just gonna want to do just a little triangle right there. And now, right here, you're going to be doing a circle. Well, kind of like an oval, but unfinished. Kind of like a hook. Alright, and now you're going to be doing a bending line. Boom, now you have his foot. Now we're going to be drawing his stomach, and now just that line right there. Then you're going to be drawing a small little line, another small little line, two little legs, and now a big line, only to right there, and now continue this line. Boom. Just like that. And now you're going to be drawing his foot. And now this goes up to his body, right there. And now you're going to be drawing his other leg. Go down right here. Go down right here. And curve that in, curve this in, and then just like so. And so now we have Dumbo. Now we're going to be shading it in. So maybe let's do a little bit of shading right on his head first. So you're going to want to do it very lightly. Very lightly. Just keep shading in his head. And now for the mouth, let's just darken that like so. And I'll do the other cheek. And now let's darken this trunk line. Alright. And now right here, darken that. And now fill this in. Alright, now for the ear, it's going to be kind of a weird shading point. Up here, you're going to shade like normal. And then once you get past here, you're going to kind of shade very, very extremely lightly. maybe add some hairs down there. And now we're going to be darkening the ears. Alright, boom. Now we're going to be darkening the other ear. But the other ear, it's his back of his ear, so you don't have to really worry. Just very lightly shade in the ear. And now darken that. Darken this. Boom. Alright, now we're not going to shade in his hat, because his hat is very light. It's a yellow. Now we're going to shade in his body. So maybe start with the tail. And now to his body. Away his legs. Now remember to darken in those lines. And now darken in those lines. Make sure you have every line darkened. All right. And finally, you drew Dumbo, so now let's write our name. And boom, you drew Dumbo. Congratulations. I will see you guys in the next video. This has been Disney Nerd Out. Peace.